takes it downfield for a huge gain. Man, you cannot coach that.
Another interception for his stats today, and I'll tell you, I can't remember when I've seen a defensive performance like this.
This guy's rewriting history.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Falcons in command of this one, 28-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, interesting game at the half. Get back to you guys in a bit. First, we welcome everybody to our ESPN halftime report. I'm Chris Berman. Now let's take a look at the halftime stats. And boy, look at the difference in rushing yards. The Dolphins are certainly losing because of it. It's hard to win when you play like that. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Michael Vick bounces this one to the outside, and it's going to get some room to maneuver out there. A 63-yard touchdown for the Falcons. The Falcons get the first points of the game and go up by 7. The Fins on D. Brian Scott was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Falcons midway through the first. Falcons out in front by 7. Michael Vick would get the carry here. Good blocking up front to help to spring it. They move ahead by 14. Falcons late in the second quarter. Michael Vick would make the first guy miss. Then he'd rip off a chunk of yardage here. A 14-yard touchdown for the Falcons. Falcons winning 21-0. Brian Scott is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Falcons late into the second quarter. The Falcons on offense at the 49-yard line. Michael Vick is going to show a little athleticism here as he finds an opening and then let him go. He's off to the races. A 35-yard play that set up a Falcon touchdown. The Fins still late in the second quarter. Dolphins down by 28. Brian Scott is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. And that's where we'll leave this one. Falcons are up big at halftime, 28-0. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Michael Vick has been unstoppable. So that'll do it from here. Let's send you back out now to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Dan?
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Falcons will get the ball first here in the second half, and they are dominating this game. And that will do it for tonight's game. The Falcons come out on top, 55-0. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Okay, Dan, thank you very much. And let's welcome all of you back to the studio. I'm Chris Berman here to bring you our ESPN Video Games post-game wrap-up. The Falcons stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. Michael Vick led his big old offensive line pave the way on this one. An 18-yard touchdown for the Falcons. The Falcons have opened it up and now lead by 35. After driving 21 yards on 6 plays, J.C. Feely get the call for the lengthy field goal attempt, and he would in fact deliver, connect on the field goal. The Falcons after a stop on 4th down. Falcons ahead by 38. Michael Vick find an opening here, and he was off. They've opened it up now, and now lead by 45. A.J. Touchy Feely would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Dolphins behind, 45-0. Michael Vick get up ahead of steam, and then was clear sailing from there. A 19-yard play that set up a Falcon touchdown. The Falcons now up by a bunch. The Dolphins backed up against their own goal line. A.J. Touchy Feely would find his target on this one. The Falcons after a stop on 4th down. Falcons leading by a bunch. J.C. Feely is summoned for the field goal attempt. Good snap, good spot, good kick. 3 goods equals 3 points. And that's where we'll leave this one. Falcons serve up a blowout, 55-0. Now let's catch up with the player who really ignited his team's offense with his deft passing and has earned our Player of the Game award. Michael Vick is standing by with Susie Calvin. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You helped carry your team today and led your team to a big win. What do you think was the critical factor in getting the W?
Today's win was huge. The coaches, man, it's all about the coaches. If it wasn't for our coaching staff out here, we wouldn't have got it done. So I give a lot of credit to the coaches. They were a big edge in winning this game today.
Back to you, Chris.
That concludes our presentation of the NFL preseason on ESPN, celebrating its 25th anniversary as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. See you next time.
That's insane.